Hello everyone, welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories! Oh, so much shit went down in the last one, oh my god. The Lao Shu attacked, and Yang attacked. Roberto was there, which was kind of shocking, haven't seen him in a very long time. He was kind of normal, so good for him. And then Orlok showed up, like, right as I was about to learn some new juicy information, and sliced Leo's arm and jumped out a window. And he was talking about how, like, the church isn't gonna wait, and they're gonna offer the same protection, which is, like, I don't know why, like, what's changed. Orlok's still just confusing me immensely. I mean, yeah, now Dante's like, well, get your stuff, we gotta leave. I'm like, leave to where? And Dante, you better be coming with me. Let's find out. Okay, get ready. But I arrived here empty-handed. That is true. What about our cat? There wasn't much that belonged to me. So does that mean he's going to let me return to the church? I don't want to go there. Or is he planning on taking me somewhere else? Well, yeah, come to think of it though, like, where is Carlo, our cat? We haven't seen him in a bit. I had no clue what Dante was planning. Just a moment, I'm coming.
Yo, Joe-chan. こいつを届けに来たんだ.
He walked into my room carrying a trunk with him.
荷物が多いと目立つから、持っていくものはこのトランクに全部まとめてほしい。足りないものがあれば、おいおい届ける予定だ。ひとまず、当面必要なものだけを詰めるといい。
I understand. Thank you.
じゃあ、俺は部屋の外で待たせてもらう。ジョーちゃんの準備ができたら呼んでくれ。
From the sound of it, it doesn't seem like they're going to send me to the church. Where am I going then? Which means they're going to hide me somewhere else. Thoughts of where I'd be going filled my mind as I quickly packed my things into the trunk. All of these things were given to me during my time here. Where's my cat? With the trunk filled, I opened the door and called out to the family member. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready now.
ご苦労さん。じゃあこのトランクは俺が車に運んでおくから。
There's my cat. Carlo. Carlo woke up and was now mewing and rubbing past my leg. What should I do with Carlo?
悪いが、そのおちびさんは連れて行けない。餌のことはジュリアあたりに頼んでおく。
I don't want to leave. Understood. I'm sorry, Carlo. I need to step out for a bit. We'll meet again, I promise. Carlo looked up at me with a puzzled expression. Sorrow began to fill my heart.
ジョーちゃん、頼む。急いでくれ。
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Carlo. Please take care. I tried to keep my composure while turning to leave the room. Don't play sad cat noises. I heard Carlo mewing sadly from behind. I forced myself to keep moving. I felt a pang of regret, but I continued outside without turning back. I saw that the car was ready to take me. Leo had already been intended to, and was there to see me off. I don't know why I can't talk at the start of this video. I'm so sorry. Oh, Leo, are you alright?
はい。もう手当ては済みましたし、大丈夫です。
I sighed with relief, seeing Leo's bright and energetic smile.
レオ、話がある。来い。
Leo responded immediately and ran off in Dante's direction. I watched the two of them speaking from afar while I awaited my departure. Their conversation ended, but instead of Leo returning, it was Dante who came walking toward me.
リリ、車に乗れ。
What's happening? Where to?
詳しい話は屋敷を離れてからだ。
Without saying another word, Dante opened the door to the car for me to go inside. I felt a brief sense of anxiety come upon me as I quietly entered the car. We left the manor with the aftermath of the fight earlier still in the air. Where is Dante going to take me this time? It's been a while since we left the manor. I haven't seen this area before. The car slowly slowed down. It slowly slowed down and came to a complete stop at a corner.
車を降りろ。
Dante, I thought you were going to explain to me in the car. We're already here. You explained nothing. I obeyed Dante and disembarked.
お前は市内を何周かしてから屋敷に戻れ。尾行を警戒して
慎重に動け。
はい。カポもどうか気をつけて。
After Dante gave his orders to the driver, he took my trunk and began walking. I chased after him immediately. Despite holding my luggage, Dante was still walking faster than me. He weaved through the streets without telling me where we were going. I mustered the courage to follow him through dimly lit roads. This is pretty tiring. We'd been walking for quite a while now, but Dante's pace hadn't slowed a bit. Girl, just be happy we're not, like, trudging through the woods with wolves attacking us, like in Yang's route. I could tell I was panting, but I needed to keep up with him. Dante turned around and noticed that he was walking some distance ahead of me. He's like, oh shit, sorry.
悪い。気がせいていたようだ。
I'm fine. I can keep up.
すまない。疲れているだろうが、もう少しだけ頑張ってくれ。
He spoke with a hint of remorse in his voice and continued his walk down the road. Dante seemed to be walking more slowly now. I could keep up with him. Why can't I not talk today? I could keep up without too much effort. He adjusted his speed for me. He even apologized after he noticed how behind I was. Seeing his kindness and concern brought a gentle warmth to my heart. Dante. Time passed quickly as we continued on our walk, and soon dusk was upon us. Dante, sweetie, you never explained where we were going. You said that you would. Dante finally came to a stop in front of a house. Okay, this is a new place. Where are... I accidentally advanced too quick and I forget which is the log button again. Whatever. I think I read what it said. Dante set my trunk on the floor as I looked around inside.
ここはファルツォーネが有事の際に使用する隠れ家の一つだ。
Okay.
ああも簡単に屋敷の警備を突破されたからな。早急に身を隠す必要があった。
Yeah, I think you guys need better security. It is just a giant manor. It's just in the wide open. Dante looked down and took a breath. Then he looked straight at me.
ここも絶対に安全だとは言えないが、それでもファルツォーネの屋敷はこの町の人間なら誰でも場所を知っている。それに比べればまだ安全だろう。
Right, that makes sense.
これまでの生活より居心地が悪くなると思うが、事態が落ち着くまでしばらく我慢してくれ。
Are there other people here? But the real question is, are you gonna stay here with me, Dante? I don't think excessive catering is necessary. This place is actually quite nice.
そうか。
This house is much bigger and nicer than the room I lived in back at the church. I sat on the sofa and smiled. Dante looked at me with a somewhat surprised expression. Look at you. Ah, Dante! He then chuckled a bit and gave a small smile. So much has happened today. I should get some rest. I left the manor in the morning and saw Sister Sophia. Oh my god, that's right, this is all one day. Oh my god, I can't believe this all happened in one day. On the way back, I was attacked by the Lao Shu, then saved by Marco and the others. Then that person, Yang, appeared. When I returned, the manor was attacked by a young man professing to be with the church. I can't believe all this happened in just a single day. Girl, me too! You've had quite the day! The same could be said for Dante. Arriving here and finally settling down must have broken my stream of adrenaline. Drowsiness suddenly washed over me. I'm just gonna immediately fall asleep on this couch.
Lily.
Dante called my name, seeing my eyelids closing. I know he's calling to me, but I can't fight the sleep taking hold. It's fine, I'm going to bed. Good night, Dante. Slowly but surely, I began my descent into slumber. I don't know how much time had passed, but I felt a comfortable warmth around me. And now it's morning. I opened my eyes at the sunlight and the chirping of the birds outside. Where am I? The room looked foreign, but as I grew more conscious, my mind slowly recalled what had happened. I immediately jumped out of the bedroom. Are we ever gonna get to see the other rooms of this house? I ran out to the living room, and there on the sofa was Dante.
ああ、起きたか。夕べよりは顔色も良くなっているようだ。
I'm sorry, Dante. I didn't know that I fell asleep.
まったく、あんなことがあった後にこれだけ眠れるとは、意外に大物だな。
Well, I was just tired because of everything that happened, you know? Ow! Ah, that man! Dante chuckled, seeing me flustered, and trying to make excuses for myself.
冗談だ。眠れないよりずっといい。カフェラテを入れてある。飲むか？
Why, certainly. Dante prepared a cafe latte with a generous heaping of milk and sugar. It tasted good. I could feel the warmth spreading inside me, loosening my tension. Say, Dante, how long are we going to stay here?
まだわからない。
Forever.
安全が保証できるまで動かないつもりだ。
I see. I nodded lightly, as I remembered yesterday. At least you're here
ネ
with
ズ
me,
ミ狩りが
Dante.
このまま順調に進めば、そう遠くないうちにお前を教会へ返してやれるだろう。
Yeah, well, that's not true anymore. That's what he said, but with what just happened, I doubted I could return to the church anytime soon. Guys, why can I not word today? It can't be helped.
俺が出る。お前はそこに座っていろ。
Who's here? Dante carefully looked out the window to verify, then opened the door.
二人ともおはよう。よく眠れたかな？
I don't know that I feel too great about you being here, though, Nicola. I'm still sketched out by you. I mean, you had a relationship with Orlok this whole time. Nicola came in, arms filled with several bags.
だってこっちが朝食のパニーニで、これは当面の食材と物資だよ。どこに置けばいい？
Could you place any food items in the kitchen? I looked over the goods Nicola brought and breathed a sigh of relief. Did you come here alone? It must have been heavy carrying all of these.
まあね、仕方ないよ。この隠れ家の場所は限られた人間にしか知らされていないから。
Nicola placed the bags down, then spoke in an apologetic tone.
昨日ファルツォーネが襲撃を受けた時、屋敷を開けていてごめんね、ダンテ。
That's right, you were. You left in a rush. I'm weirded out by you again. Was that on purpose?
僕がいればもう少し違う対処の仕方があったかもしれないのに。
Was that on purpose?
お前も仕事で出かけていたんだから仕方ないことだろう。
まあね、せめてすぐ顔を見に来ようと思ったんだけど、レオから伝言を聞いていろいろと処理をしていたら、あっという間に一晩経っちゃって。
Leo's message? Leo's message? Come to think of it, weren't you telling him something before we left the manor?
なあ、俺が屋敷を離れても混乱が生じないよう、いくつか指示を出しておいた。ニコラへの伝言もその一つだ。俺が不在の間、屋敷での指揮は任せる。
I don't trust him though.
責任重大だよね。カポ代理なんてさ。
Nicola shrugged and let out a sigh, but it seemed like he was handling things well.
屋敷のゴタゴタを片付け終わったら朝になっていて、やっとここに来られたんだよ。
That sounds tough. Thank you, Nicola.
襲撃を受けて負傷者多数だなんて世間に知られたら、僕たちのメンツに関わるからね。
Took a hit by one small boy.
それで、何か問題はあったか？
大丈夫だよ。ちゃんとファルツォーネは襲撃されていないことになっているから。怪我人の対応も注意している。内々に医者を呼んで治療に当たらせたしね。もちろんすごく大変だったけど、なんとか頑張って事態を収拾しておいた。
ご苦労だった、ニコラ。詳しく報告してくれ。
いいよ。続きは朝食を食べながらにしようか。僕もまだなんだよね。
Our breakfast ended up being the panini Nicola brought, accompanied by fresh coffee. Nicola continued his report during breakfast, informing us about what had happened.
重軽傷合わせて24人、入院が必要なものも数名。幸運なのか手加減されたのか死者はな
Well, at
し。
least no one died. Thank
目
goodness.
撃者の証言から犯人を探しているけど、現時点で足取りはつかめていないよ。
You know him, Nicola, though. You keep getting info from him. Nicola spoke more about the family, as well as the current situation, both in and outside of the manor.
今言えるのはこれくらいかな。
Nicola wrapped up his report just as we finished with breakfast. Let me brew some coffee for
グ
us.
ラッツィエ。僕はエスプレッソで。
Of course. And you, Dante?
任せる。
I headed to the kitchen and heated up a kettle of water for coffee. After some thought, I decided to make an espresso and 2 cups of cafe latte. Enjoy. I set the coffee down and got myself seated. Dante looked directly at me and
お
spoke.
前はまだ何が起きているのか状況を把握できていないと思う。
Well, I also don't understand a lot of the situation.
だが最低限の説明だけでもしておきたい。お前にも知る資格があるからな。
Alright, give me that info.
まだ説明していなかったの、ダンテ。じゃあ、君に放置されていた彼女は一晩ずっと不安だったんじゃ。
To be fair, I immediately passed out. I actually fell sound asleep. I must have been really tired. He couldn't explain to me because I was completely unconscious within moments. That'll do it. Dante noticed my red face and coughed slightly.
今更だが、そもそもマフィアとは何かというところから話したい。
They're really starting from the basics. So a mafia is...
マフィアの起源は農地を守るために武装したその土地の守護者たちだった。彼らは農地管理人として権力者と密接な関係を結びながら発展していった。
I recall hearing the word mafia didn't always refer to the criminal organization.
では、マフィアが時として秘密結社と呼ばれることは知っていたか？
Well, yes, though I'm not sure what's so secret about it.
秘密を抱えているということだけを念頭に置いてくれればそれでいい。そしてブルローネの得意性についても話しておきたい。この町はイタリア王国に属しているにもかかわらず王国の干渉をほとんど受けず、なぜそんなあり方が許されているか知っているか？
Because Berlone was originally a papal state, areas under the rule and order of the Pope and the state of the Church. I really hope I'm going to be able to wrap my brain around this. Even since Berlone was joined with the Kingdom of Italy, the Church's influence is still strong, isn't it?
正解だよ。一般的に知られている理由はそこまでだね。
Is there another reason? Dante replied in a serious voice.
そもそもブルローネがなぜ教国領だったのかというところにその理由が隠されている。それはこの町に聖遺物があるためだ。
A sacred relic. A divine object often associated with holiness, including the remains of saints. It is believed that these relics bestow special blessings upon the land where they lie. In the medieval era, many fought countless times to gain rights to these relics to prove their right to rule. Okay, so there's one in this town. I can't talk period today. A sacred relic. My eyes widened in disbelief. Dante nodded.
聖遺物が眠るこの地は教国にとって重要な場所だ。
But the other towns have theirs too. The relics are widely known and viewed as objects of faith.
そこが問題なんだ。この町にある聖遺物は一般にはその存在を秘匿されている。
だからこそ教国は大昔からこの町には手を出すなと国に圧力をかけている。
そしてファルツォーネは聖遺物の管理者だ。何者にも侵されないよう聖遺物を守るという使命を負っている。
Is Lily the relic? Wait a minute, Dante. I can't keep up. The information was starting to confuse me, but Dante continued on.
この町に伝えられている信託を知っているか？
About the prophecy given by the angel who commanded the church to be built here?
その信託を受けた人物こそファルツォーネの祖先だ。
Really? But I thought the source of the legend was lost.
一般的にはね、実際に時間の経過で失われた部分もあるだろうけど。ファルツォーネの先祖が意図的に隠した部分もあるんだよ。特に 生物に関する情報は
Nicola nonchalantly explained the details while Dante kept his eyes on me.
ここに町が生まれるずっと前からファルツォーネは生物を守ってきた。
Before the town was even built? I couldn't hide my confusion. Dante looked calm and continued to explain.
長い歴史の中で支配者が変わるたび支配者の圧政に抗い時に権力者と手を結びそのうちに生物だけではなくこの地や人々の守護も請け負うようになった。時代ごとにファルツォーネの形は変化し今はマフィアという形になったんだ。
Somehow everything Dante told me seemed to make sense. Naturally, I had one question in mind. So, what is the sacred relic that you've been protecting?
それは明かせない。ただ固い封印によって守られていることは確かだ。
Huh? Seal?
ファルツォーネの
ダンテもういいんじゃないかなそれくらいで
Nicola, I want to know! Huh?
もうそれ以上話すことはないと思うよあとは彼女が知る必要のないことなんだから
How does that have anything to do with my situation, though?
そうはいかない。こうなった以上彼女には知る権利がある。
Yeah, shut up, Nicola.
そして自分自身の存在の重要性について
Am I the
理解
seal?
する必要も。
でも彼女が理解したところで事態が好転するわけじゃない
I have a right to
全く
know,
の無意味
Nicola.
それより今はもっとファミリーにとって優先すべきことがあるんじゃない
いやニコラ、ファルツォーネにとって使命以上に優先すべきことはない。
They're arguing. Awkward. The silence between Nicola and Dante was making me feel uneasy. I held my cup in my hands so that I wouldn't make a sound amidst the silence. With all the discussion, our coffee went cold. I'll refill our cups, so why don't we take a break? I need some time to process things too.
ああ、そうだな。それがいい。
Lily, why do you have to break? I want to know! Grrr! Nicola sighed quietly as he rose from his seat and proceeded to the door. Yeah, get out of here. Nicola,
僕はちょっと外の空気を吸ってくるよコーヒーが入る頃には戻る
oh, I thought you were gonna leave, so then Dante would be free to tell me everything. Dante and I were left alone together in the living room. I couldn't think of anything to break the silence. I quietly boiled a new pot of water and began washing our cups.
すまなかった。急にいろんな話をされて混乱しているだろう。大丈夫か？
I want to take in more, actually. Well, I can't say I wasn't surprised. Then again, every day has been a surprise since you brought me along with you. I suppose I've been very confused for some time now. I feel like I'm not surprised yet, though, because I feel like I still really haven't learned much, aside from the fact that the Falzones are protecting a relic, and, like, there's a seal. Maybe Lily is the seal because she's the key maiden, so she's, like, the key to, like, the relic or something? I don't know. Dante stared at me in silence. Let's see here. It's better to know than to not know. But it's far better for me to know than to not know what's going on. That way, I can think for myself and figure out what I want to do too, you know? I love when he smiles like that. Dante's eyes narrowed a bit, as if he was looking at something bright.
強いな。お前。
Huh?
その気高き精神に俺も答えよう。この先の説明すべて嘘偽りなく話すことをファルツォーネの名にかけて誓う。
I couldn't bring myself to speak. His piercing eyes were like looking into the Adriatic Sea in the winter. Dante took a deep breath, then lowered his head slightly before speaking.
できることなら何も知らせないまま日常に戻してやりたかった。それがお前にとって最善だと俺はそう信じていたんだ。
The best outcome you could offer me is life with you. Forever.
それ
Dante.
は間違いだったのかもしれないな。
Dante spoke with a look that betrayed regret over his past actions. Dante, I finally understand what you were only doing what you thought was best. We both looked at each other in silence. And Nicola is going to walk in on us staring at each other. Hi.
ただいま。ついでに辺りを軽く見てきたけど、異常はなさそうだったよ。
じゃあ、そろそろ話を再開しよ
う。Yes. Alright, tell me more. I placed the coffee cups on the table and took my seat.
さっき話していたのは、生物の封印についてだったな。
Yes. You said it was guarded by a special seal.
そうだ。生物は決して失われないよう、そして悪用されることのないように厳重に封印されている。だが、万が一の異常事態に備えて、その封印を解く手段も用意されている。
What do you mean by emergency?
例えば、この地、ブルローネが災害や戦争に巻き込まれたとしたら、生物を守るため別の場所に移す必要に迫られるかもしれない。
I suppose you're right.
伝承によれば、その封印を解く手段として必要なものが2つあるとされている。
Is one of them the key maiden? And they are?
1つは生物を守護するファルツォーネの血。
Okay.
ファルツォーネが純血主義を標榜し続けたのはそのためだ。守護者の血を絶やさないように。そしてもう一つ必要とされるもの。
Yes. Dante paused for a moment, then looked at me with resolve on his face.
それが
Knew it!
鍵の乙女という存在だ。
I'm a genius, I figured it out. What Dante just said sounded like lore from an old fairy tale. But his expression said
この
otherwise.
2つは生物を最悪から守るための保険のようなものだ。そしてその鍵の乙女は
Me. Dante and Nicola both looked at me. You mean me? But Dante didn't correct me, but continued to
お
speak.
前の体のどこかには特殊なあざがあるだろう。それが
Yeah, I forgot about
鍵
that.
の乙女である証だ。
Kinda doesn't get brought up very often. Without thinking, my hand covered my
お
chest.
前は物心つく前に鍵の乙女に選ばれブルローネの教会に連れてこられた。
How does that work?
鍵の乙女を選定するのはあくまで教国だ。十数年おきに先生術により選ばれると聞く。
Oh. Every 10 years, though. Lily is not 10 years old. Doesn't that mean there's another key maiden out there? Or is it just like, I don't know. After the key maiden dies? I don't know.
ファルツォーネはずっと陰ながらお前のことを見守ってきた。
Wait, does that mean you know who my real parents are?
いや、お前がブルローネに来る前のことはファルツォーネにも明かされていない。
So I might not really be an orphan. I see. I'm sorry, please continue.
ああ、その鍵の乙女についてだが。
ねえ、ダンテ。今度こそ終わりにしない？
Why does Nicola want to keep stopping? Nicola interrupted Dante with a bothered look on his face.
これ以上の説明は必要ないと思うよ。彼女に伝えるべきことは全部話したよね。
Stop it, Nicola!
それに、生物も封印もあくまで伝承なんだから、あまり気負わせるような言い方は良くない。
If it's a legend, then why are you all so obsessed with me, huh?
実在するかどうかもわからないものに踊らされるなんてバカらしいと思わない？
But I do have a sign, a scar on me.
鍵の乙女って役割は実在するのかもね。ファルツォーネって家があるみたいに。だけど、そこに神秘はないかもしれない。二人ともおとぎ話を真に受けすぎているよ。
ファルツォーネの血も鍵の乙女も形骸化されたものに過ぎないとでも。
If that's the case, then everything we're doing is for nothing.
そうだよ、ダンテ。今が何年か知っている？ 1925年。もう20世紀なんだよ。君はいつまでそんな奇跡の伝説を信じているつもり？
Dante didn't answer. He simply stared at Nicola quietly. Nicola stared back with eyes like the calm sea, but soon enough he looked away. And also either way, like, everyone else is obsessed with the Key Maiden too. Like, the Lao Shu keep trying to freaking take me.
感情的になった。ごめんね。だけど、伝承を信じるかどうかについて、僕の個人的な意見は置いておくとしても。
Well, Nicola also has like different beliefs because there was that scene earlier where Lily was talking about like, I forget exactly what it was, but about like there's meaning to something with the church. I don't know. And Nicola was like, LOL. But Dante agreed with her.
これはファルツォーネが守ってきたこの町最大の秘密だ。彼女に話したのは間違いだよ。
Who am I gonna tell?
鍵の乙女は当事者だ。
I am the key
彼女に話す
maiden.
のは何も間違っていない。もちろん巻き込まずに済んでいたとしたら教えることはなかっただろうが。
ダンテが優しいことはよく知っているよ。でも血のつながりがないものはたやすく裏切る。
I'm in love with him, so I'm not going to.
彼女が鍵の乙女が信用できる保証はないんだよ、ダンテ。
Believe in me.
ああ、傷ついた。ごめんね。けど君は実際にダンテの命令を無視して勝手に屋敷を抜け出したよね。
To find out what the key maiden was. I'm sorry. I couldn't refute it since what he said was true. I looked down in shame. Dante was looking straight at Nicola as he spoke.
俺がきちんと説明をしなかったからだ。火はこちらにもある。繰り返すが、彼女には知る権利がある。これがファルツォーネの当主である。
I'm sorry I cut you off, darling. Hearing Dante's stern words, Nicola shut his mouth and sighed in dissatisfaction.
わかった。いいよ。でもどうせならもっと生産的な話をしよう。伝承の話はもうほとんど説明し終わっているしね。
Okay, but if you don't believe in it, Nicola, why can't I not know about it?
それより大事なのは現状だ。君はどうして彼女を連れてこの隠れ家へ来た？
屋敷が襲撃を受けた以上、そこに留まるのは危険だと判断したからだ。
でも最も守りが厳重な場所は屋敷だよね。構成員だってたくさんいるし、こんな隠れ家じゃ敵に見つかった時屋敷以上に無防備になるのに、君にしては珍しく戦力だったんじゃない？
どれだけ屋敷の警備が厳重だとしても、すでに一度敵の潜入を許している。
It's also got a lot of windows.
向こうがその気になれば、またいつでも襲撃ができるということだ。それに襲撃者はかなりの手だれだ。対抗できるのは俺かお前くらいだろう。相手の狙いはリリー一人だ。屋敷にとどまっても無駄な犠牲が増える。だが向こうは鍵の乙女のいない屋敷に用はない。
つまり彼女を追ってくるって？
なあ、その方が双方にとって話が早い。
It sounds like Dante left the manor to protect everyone. Dante maintained his calm and continued the explanation.
屋敷を出た理由は他にもある。奴があんなにも簡単に潜入できるなら、彼女がファルツォーネに来てからすぐに襲ってきてもよかったはずだ。今になって急に襲撃を仕掛けてきたのは何かしらの事情があるんじゃないか。とすれば、まず必要なのは身を隠して体勢を整えながら敵を探ることだろ
う。なるほどね。そういう理屈なら僕も異論はないよ。正確な情報をつかまないと動きようがない。それと昨日の襲撃者についてなんだけど、まだ君に伝えていない情報があるんだ。襲われた構成員たちからも話を聞いて外見的特徴を照らし合わせたんだけど。
Nicola was smiling gently, but I could hear that his tone of voice was more serious.
襲撃者は僕が懇意にしていた情報屋だ。
Okay.
名前はオルロック。
So you're at least not hiding that. That gets you a point back, Nicola.
そもそも昨日ラオ州への襲撃が空振りしたのはオルロックから買った情報が嘘だったから。
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
そのタイミングでオルロックが襲撃してきたとなると、状況的には辻褄が合うよね。
ああ。そしてあの男は使徒を名乗って襲撃してきた。ただの情報屋が使徒の存在を知っているはずがない。
となるとオルロックが峡谷の人間って話は間違いなさそうだね。すっかり騙されたよ。彼の素性を洗っても何も出なかったんだけど、今思えば少し綺麗すぎる、何もなさすぎる素性だったかもね。
Which does seem kind of suspicious for an informant. Can I ask a question? Who are these people that are calling themselves disciples?
生異物を守る俺たちが正しく役目を全うしているか監視する立場の者。
So, why does Orlok want to steal me?
それが
Or I don't know, he claims he's supposed to talk to me, though. So they monitor the Falzone. Because I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I nodded and tried to absorb the
これ
information.
と関連して気にかかることがある。以前ラオ州の構成員を捕らえた際のことだ。
Faye?
あいつはリリーを見て鍵の乙女だと言った。
Yeah. He's talking about that time when... We don't need to flash back to it. I remember it very well. Yeah, the key maiden. I remember that very
そ
well.
もそも鍵の乙女という言葉を知る人間は数えるほどしかいない。ファルツォーネの中でも限られた人間。純血の幹部しか知らない情報だ。さらに言えば誰が鍵の乙女なのかを知っている人間は
But
もっと
Faye of all
限
people
定され
knew.
る。
So the Laoshu got their information from someone else. Orlok? Because Orlok was working with them.
ああ
僕たちはオルロックから買った情報でラオ州を襲撃したけど空振りに終わった。時を同じくして使徒本人が動いてファルツォーネの屋敷を襲った。
That doesn't sound like a coincidence.
使徒おそらくその背後にいる教国とラオ州がつながっているのかもしれない。
That would connect the dots, but... The church working with the Laoshu? I couldn't and didn't want to believe that to be true.
ラオ州の首領ヤンと顔を合わせた時、あの男は奇跡の恩恵に預かりたいと言っていた。それに他にも色々と知っていそうな口ぶりだったからな。教国から何か吹き込まれたのかもしれない。
屋敷を襲撃してきた時、オルロックは今後ファルツォーネに教国の庇護を与えられないって言ったらしいね。
Yes, I recall hearing that as well.
だとするとファルツォーネに代わってラオ州が教国の庇護を手に入れるつもりなのかな。僕たちファルツォーネにとって変わればこの町の完全な支配も夢じゃないからね。
もしくは教国から何らかの報酬を約束されて動いているのか。
Each of us were deep in thought, unable to come up with a clear answer.
材料が少ない。とにかく使徒とヤンの目的は今のところ彼女だということ。そして教国がファルツォーネに対して手のひらを返したことだけは間違いない。
そうだね。ラオ州の目的は今の段階じゃ確定させられないにしても、ラオ州がファルツォーネを潰してこの町の利権を手に入れようとしているっていうのは可能性として低くなさそうだね。
Wait, does that mean that Yang is going to be coming after the Falzone?
そうだな。使徒はお前のいない屋敷に用がないとしても、ヤンはファルツォーネファミリーの力を削りたいはずだ。
Now I fear that, man.
ダンテが留守にしている屋敷は格好の的だね。
ああ、屋敷は遠からずラオ州に襲われるだろう。ヤンはそういう男だ。
こうなると彼らが動き出す前に数を減らせておけたのは僥幸だった。
Nicola chuckled and shrugged with irony. Dante nodded briefly, then gave his orders.
ニコラ、構成員たちの指揮は引き続きお前に任せる。ラオ州の襲撃を警戒しろ。
了解。ダンテはどうする？
ファルツォーネの当主として生異物と彼女を守ることが俺の使命だ。他の選択肢はない。
Yay! That means Dante gets to stay with me. There was tension in the air, but I mustered my courage to ask a simple question. If the Falzone family has been guarding the relic all this time, couldn't you speak with the church? Dante and Nicola both looked at me with surprise on their faces. I mean, why would the church suddenly turn its back on the Falzone family? Maybe there has been some kind of misunderstanding.
確かに教国の動きはあまりにも性急だ。ファルツォーネはこの地でずっと使命を果たしてきた。なのになぜ裏切られたのか。その理由
you guys haven't thought of that? Maybe we should ask the church if they betrayed us.
じゃあ整理しよう。僕たちがこれから優先してすべきことは。
Nicola paused for a moment, choosing his words carefully.
教国への交渉連絡手段を探すことと教国に関する情報を得ること、同時
I'm a
に
genius
ラオ州への対策も
for giving you that
だね。
advice. Dante nodded in silence. I placed my hand around my cup. It had grown cold again. God damn it, not again. So many things were being revealed, and I couldn't seem to get myself settled. As my thoughts took me into the night, I felt myself shivering from the cold. It's so cold. The bitter cold made me think of the warmth I felt with Carlo around.
I miss my kitty.
I hope Carlo isn't lonely. Carlo? Is the cat here? I heard mewing from my feet. Surprised I picked up Carlo's small body. Did Nicola bring him or something? And I just didn't know. Why are you
俺
here?
が連れてきたんですよ。
Never mind, Leo is here apparently. Leo, I didn't realize you had
つ
come.
いさっきです。カポにいろいろと報告があって。
I see. Are you alright? How has your wound been healing?
心配しすぎですって。あの怪我は本当にかすり傷だったんで。
Thank goodness. Seeing Leo's bright smile put me at ease once again.
到着したかレオ。報告は？
はい。カポの読み通り、今日の午後、ラ
Oh,
オシュ
for
ン
real?
が屋敷に襲撃を仕掛けてきました。
Dang! Already?
けど大丈夫です。警察の介入があって、ラオシュはすぐに撤退したので。
That was bold. The police? They came?
はい。これもカポの指示です。事前に話を通しておいたマルコがうまくやってくれて。
I see. That's good to hear. I could feel the tension inside me dissipate after hearing Leo's report.
峡谷とラオ州がつながっているなら、警察の介入でラオ州は引くと予想していた。峡谷としては警察、イタリア王国の介入を嫌がるだろうからな。
So the Laoshu won't attack the Falzone. Will they leave you alone now?
しばらくは大丈夫だろう。あれだけネズミ狩りをしておいたんだ。奴らも戦力は十分じゃない。だが、これでファルツォーネも組織としてはしばらく動けない。
はい。被害は最小限で済みましたけど、もともとあの使徒とかいうやつの襲撃で。
ああ、少しの間、膠着状態が続くだろう。
I felt unsettled at the idea that we didn't know what would happen
カ
next.
ポへの報告は以上です。ところで、ニコラさんはどこに？
Come to think of it, I haven't seen him. Where did he go? I don't think this place is very big.
ニコラのことだ。どうせ独自に動いているんだろう。
As he does.
こっちに帰ってくるようなら屋敷に戻らせる。構成員の指揮は引き続きニコラが取る。
わかりました。あと、カポの指示通り、この隠れ家のことを知ってるのは俺とニコラさんだけです。他の構成員には話してませんから、今後も定期連絡とかは俺が担当しますね。
ああ、尾行にはよく気をつけろ。
はい。では、失礼します。
Bye, Leo. The room was quiet again with Leo's departure. It's just the two of us now, Dante. Well, and Carlo. The time felt like it flew by with Carlo and Leo. It's pretty dark outside already. Say, Dante, I know it's a bit late, but how about I make dinner for us?
いや、俺はあまり食べる気分じゃない。
I understand this may not be the best time to this may not be the time to relax and enjoy a meal, but you need to eat because of the current situation. Staying healthy is important. A full stomach could help lift your spirits.
じゃあ、頼む。
Dante! Why, yes, I'll whip something up right away. I cooked dinner using the ingredients Nicola brought, then sat at the table with Dante. Forgive me, it's a bit simple.
いや、十分だ。
Dante. I should be able to make something better tomorrow.
無理はしなくていい。
Anything for you, though. Our conversation wasn't faring well. I couldn't seem to come up with any good topics given the way things
そう
were.
いえば、
Dante set down his spoon and looked at me.
ドルチェはよくあったが、お前が作った食事を食べるのは初めてだな。
Oh, really? Oh, you're right. If only I could make dinner as good as Julia.
うまい。落ち着く味だ。
Yeah? Dante had a gentle look on his face as he spoke to me in a soft tone. I was pleased to hear him compliment my cooking. Oh, Dante. I washed the dishes after dinner and thought it might be a good time to speak with Dante. Dante? He's not answering me. Dante? No wonder he wasn't answering me. He had fallen asleep on the sofa. Aw, how cute. Wake up, Dante. You're gonna catch a cold like this. Come to think of it, I was sleeping on the sofa last night as well. Huh? But I woke up in bed. He carried us to bed. Wait. Did Dante take me there? Well, I certainly didn't teleport. I was embarrassed at how long it took me to realize that. I was also grateful that he showed such kindness toward me. But I can't carry Dante to bed. Not wanting him to catch a cold, I went around the sofa to nudge his shoulder. Dante, wake up. What timing? Carlo suddenly pounced at my feet, swatting them with his tiny clawed paws. Ah! I lurched forward, extending my arms out to keep myself from falling. I'm gonna fall on him. I found myself looking right into Dante's face. Oh, did I just let out a scream? Or maybe I touched him a bit. Oh my god. Woo! Dante's eyelashes fluttered, and his eyelids opened slowly, revealing a cold azure blue.
どうした
Oh! Oh! It's not what you think. You were asleep, so I just wanted to wake you,
そう
and...
すまない。寝てしまう。
He was looking right at me, but it seemed he wasn't fully awake yet. But soon the haze in his eyes started to clear and... Ah! I noticed a tinge of red sweep across his cheeks as he begins to stutter.
これはどういう状況だ
I could explain. I quickly replied. Oh, nothing! Nothing! Nothing? This is just a coincidence.
だが何もしていなかったら
I didn't do
こんな
anything
状態
Carlo
には
did.
ならないだろ
I'm telling the truth. I wasn't trying to do something to you while you were asleep.
う。まあ仮に襲われてもお前が相手なら軽く組み伏せられると思うが
Oh yeah? This was just an accident, really.
悪意がないのはよくわかる。それで俺はどうすればいいんだ
は
立ち上がれないようなら手を貸す。触れても構わないなら
Oh, I don't mind. Oh, wait, let me think for a second. I needed to somehow make space between Dante and myself, but I couldn't move because he was too close. I could feel my heart beating faster now. What should I? My mind was starting to overheat. Looking into his beautiful eyes was mesmerizing. I know, right? I couldn't get my thoughts together. I felt like I was floating on air. Dante wasn't saying anything. We were both just staring at one another. I wonder how long we've been like this. I came to my senses and moved away. I felt my hands, my body, coming in contact with his when I pushed myself back. But I needed to move, or else I didn't know what would have happened. I straightened myself up and tried to continue what I was going to say. If you're going to sleep, you should go to the bedroom. You'll catch a cold here.
そうだな
And he's up. He nodded, then stood up from the sofa. Good night,
おや
Dante.
すみ
Good night. You're so cute. With that, Dante walked slowly on shaky knees as if he were ready to sleep. How cute. He's all tired. I'm gonna have to live with Dante here for a while, aren't I? Yes. Just thinking about what happened was making my heart race again. I shook the thought out of my head and quickly headed to my bedroom. I should go to sleep already. After all, there's no telling what may happen. I thought to myself sternly. Even so, after changing my clothes and climbing into bed, I could feel my heart race even faster. Oh man, okay. We're gonna end today's video here then. Oh, we made it to chapter 6! Nice! A lot... like, I guess the scene didn't change a whole lot in this video, but that's fine because we got a lot of explanation about everything, really, about the Key Maiden and what's going on with, like, Orlok and the Lao Shu. And I mean, I still have some questions, but, you know, I think that's mostly because they're purposely not explaining, like, everything yet, you know? Like, I feel like we're not going to learn everything about Orlok in this route. They're probably going to save that for his own route. But I did like getting all that explanation. Like, I was so confused, so it was nice to finally find everything out. And now we're going to be living alone here with Dante in this hideout, and I am here for it. That picture at the end there really caught me off guard, I must say. Oh, but I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, overall, this one was super interesting. We learned a lot. And yeah, I enjoyed it very much. I hope you guys did as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!